we are talking about Santa Fe 1010. This is one of 19 trains that went on this incredible jaunt that was started by, let's call him a flim-flam man. It was a little flim-flammy-ish.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, he billed himself as a wealthy, if eccentric mine owner. Death Valley Scotty, that was his public persona. Turns out, in looking back, he was sort of kind of our first influencer, a person who went out into public and try to make the taste of the time, doing it for the gram.
Doing it for the gram, man. Doing it for the gram. Okay, so it was called Death Valley Scotty's Race. So what was the point of the race? What were they trying to accomplish?
Well, the story behind it is that he convinced the Santa Fe Railroad to get him from Los Angeles to Chicago in under 48 hours.
Okay.
The deeper story is the way that the company, the Santa Fe Railroad, used it as a way to market their ability. And as the premier provider of transportation from Chicago to Los Angeles. And so it's pretty clear that they conspired together to create this fantastical story as a way of promoting it. The deeper story, though, is the fact that it was real people, these engineers, and real equipment they would use for any other type of run, pushed to the absolute maximum. And they end up breaking the speed record from Los Angeles to Chicago by like 13 hours.
That's amazing.
They do it in just shy of 45 hours.
So there was 19 trains that they would have to, almost like a pit crew. They'd have to move these things really quickly.
So there was a consist, of a sleeper car and a lounge car that was constant. But at every leg of the journey, they would stop. A steam engine would be waiting, all ready to go. They would uncouple, decouple, couple, and take off. And some of these changes happened within 30 or 40 seconds.
That's crazy.
And then they would just go flat out as fast as they could to get to the next leg. And so that part of the story is absolutely true. How they pushed themselves and
just Scotty's backstory was a little dodgy, just a little dodgy.
Yeah, a little bit. But that's marketing the West.
Exactly.
That was all part of this idea of celebrating the Second Transcontinental Railroad, the ability to move rapidly from the east to the west, and the promise of California.
Right. Yeah. So this is one of 19 that's left. This is the only one left from that race, and they're going to be restoring it to be track ready. But to do that is wild. So we're going to tell you that story coming up. Back to you guys.
All right. Thanks, Code. 8:15 now. Well, after 100 days in the Big Brother house, a winner was crowned last night. Take a look at the final vote.